Creed 3 is close to the corner and the rejuvenated establishment is prepared for its new lead Adonis Belief to take on another battle. Let's discuss current realities. First fact is that Sylvester Stallone didn't get back to the film. Creed 3 is the principal film in the whole establishment not to incorporate anyone who showed up in the primary rough film. We have seen individuals gradually begin to exit the establishment during the rough period. Nonetheless, presently Sylvester Stallone has affirmed Ruff's process is finished. He won't be in the most recent film. Second fact is that there are no genuine warriors. Creed 3 will be the principal in the ideology run of the establishment, where the resistance is definitely not a genuine fighter. Previous hero Tony Bellew was in Belief and Romanian force to be reckoned with. Florian Munteanu is in ideology too. This checks out on the grounds that Jonathan Major's personality Damian Anderson needs to do seriously acting, as opposed to being a major contender Adonis should confront. The third fact is that the span of the film was short. Creed 3 will be the most brief film in the Doctrine series. Both Statement of Faith 1 and 2 went a little more than 2 hours, while Doctrine 3 falls just underneath the 2-hour mark. This will check out in light of the fact that we are exclusively zeroing in on Adonis this time. The establishment has gotten away from Ruff, so we have less scenes with him and his own concerns throughout everyday life. The fourth fact is the introduction of Michael B. Jordan. Creed 3 will be coordinated by the star of the film Michael B. Jordan, while the rough establishment saw Sylvester Stallone step behind the camera as well. This denotes whenever the establishment first has had a debutante in the chief's seat. The fifth fact is 3's organization. Creed 3 has its third unique chief after Ryan Coogler and Stephen Caple Jr. coordinated the initial 2 films. Notwithstanding, in spite of just being the third film on the Belief side of the establishment, Ideology 3 as of now has a greater number of chiefs than the past 6 Rough films. Sylvester Stallone coordinated Rough 2, 3, 4 and Rough Balboa, while Oscar-winning Chief John G. Avildsen coordinated Rough and Rough 5. The sixth fact was that Statement of Faith 3 is affected by the anime Hajime no Ippo. Jordan uncovered that as the overseer of the most recent film Ideology, he was enlivened by anime, especially the famous boxing anime Hajime no Ippo. With boxing anime like Hajime no Ippo, I truly like the characters' inward discourse of what's happening and occurring in the ring, Jordan uncovered in a meeting. The seventh fact is that Jordan's administrative obligations changed his preparation system. Big-name mentor Corey Collite, who etched Jordan for the initial 2 Ideology films, changed gears to more limited, more significant exercises in yielding to the star's out-of-nowhere substantially more jam-pressed plan. Addressing Barbend, Collite conceded that he wanted Jordan to have the option to work as a chief and as an entertainer simultaneously. They found they had the option to make strong increases significantly quicker, instead of the long, tiresome exercises that Jordan persevered for the initial 2 movies. The eighth fact is about Jordan's vision, which incorporates a piece of boxing history frequently overlooked by film. Adonis and his family are seen momentarily on an honorary pathway close by Mexican boxing star Canelo Alvarez. A major piece of Jordan's vision for the third portion in this establishment, and the 10th in the Rough universe, rotated around at last giving legitimate regard to Mexico's long and recognized history with the game. During a question-and-answer session declaring Belief 3 going into creation, Jordan said, "The Mexican culture is such a support point inside the game of boxing," and felt like there wasn't exactly a ton of portrayal all through the movies in that kind of manner. Also, it simply didn't seem like the truth I lived in, so I needed to integrate Mexican culture into this film. The ninth fact about Belief 3 is the continuation of the subject about the battle with the past. The initial 2 Belief films were worked around the entwined pasts of Adonis and Ruff, the apparition of Apollo's demise that torment them both, the arrival of Ivan Drago, and the pattern of retribution it starts off. In any case, this time around, Adonis will be compelled to go up against his own evil presences. Jonathan Majors plays Damian Anderson, a cherished companion of Adonis, back when he went by Adonis Johnson, with his own boxing dreams, who winds up spending a huge lump of his young grown-up life in gaol. Presently out, he feels bamboozled out of the existence he ought to have had, and intends to take what he accepts he's owed from Adonis no holds barred. 10th fact: he majors In the meantime, chipped away at Damien's story and his preparation. Not content to just get to war and to play Donnie's enemy, Majors searched out the whys behind his personality's genuinely scary appearance. Addressing men's well-being, Majors made sense of that there are sure reasons you fabricate your body. Woman's body was worked from misfortune. He had lost something, and that opening is the very thing made him work. The manner in which he worked. At the point when you see woman's body, you go, gracious, that appears to be legit. You don't seem to be that and be content with life.